All right, guys, you're welcome to another episode. I promise that I'm going to do a video to show you step by step how to apply for the US DV lottery program yourself. And I'm going to show you shortly in this video. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you find this content helpful, you can share, like, and leave a comment, a question, concern, just leave it there and it will help others who need this information to see it. All right. Now, before you watch this video, you may also consider watching my previous videos where I spoke about important documents you need, and then another video before this video on the guidelines and the instructions you must follow. Okay. Mainly, you must get your American passport size photo, and you may have to get some information. And as I do it in this video, I'm sure you're going to see the kind of information you need. Please don't rush. You have from now, which is 4th October to 7th November 2023 to apply. All right. And I'm sure even when next year's visa US lottery portal opens again, I'm sure there's not going to be much changes. It's going to be the same guidelines. So you can even keep this video for the future just in case you don't get this you don't win this time around. Let me just issue some disclaimers. Number one is that I'm not an immigration consultant or a travel agent. I can't help you even if you pay me to win the lottery because there's no guarantee per se, but you can increase your chances by giving the right information and getting other people you know who are related to you in one way or the other to apply. Also, majority of people never get selected in the lottery. Last year, for example, I only got to find out that one person I knew had gotten the visa, but most people I knew who applied didn't get it. It doesn't mean that people don't get it, all right? Because as I mentioned in my previous video, they are looking for about 55,000 people, okay? And there's this kind of 7% mark for every nation. So every nation that is eligible gets about 7%. So that's, I don't know the math, but it can be about 3,850 people or so per nation. So out of the 30 million Ghanaians, if let's say 2 million are applying, expect no more than 3,800 people to get. All right, good. And even those who get, when it gets to the interview, if they don't bring in the right information or proof of whatever they provided, it can also mean they will be declined. All right, good. As I mentioned, it's also free, and applying will not spoil any record. Okay, so you can just apply. You don't have to be worried so much, and you can also go over my last video where I showed you the various qualifications or tips that can help you increase your chances. Also, going abroad is not a guarantee to make it in life. I'm saying this as somebody who stayed abroad for a while and came back to Ghana. I'm not saying that Ghana is better, neither am I saying abroad is not good. I'm only saying that it's not a guarantee. I've seen people abroad, they have two masters, but they're still working two jobs, three jobs just to survive. Others get there all right and they're not able to find love. I mean, there are so many challenges that come with life abroad. But you know why I keep recommending people travel? It is the word opportunity. Abroad has so many opportunities. Like the US and other countries can transform somebody in Ghana who will be despised into a great person within a very short time. Okay, so there are so many opportunities, but you must be ready to hustle and make some sacrifices. All right. So when you go abroad, you see people sharing a house just to ensure that they don't spend all their money on rent and all that. All right. And one good thing about having a visa is that it helps with your travel history, and also it can even be a stepping stone to other countries. So you can go to the US and after a while you're like, look, I don't like this country, but you can easily apply for another country by being in the US. So that's why I'm saying that, have opportunities. Okay. No, I'm saying I have the visa, okay, because it gives you opportunities, and when you go abroad, there are many opportunities. I always use this as an example. If let's say there is a war in your country where you're staying right now, or there's some instability or something, and you have to relocate, do you have any visa that can quickly get you to go and apply for asylum in another country? Most of us watching this video may say no. Okay, that's why I believe in having visas. All right. So, as I said, I'm doing this to ensure that you don't get cheated by an agent, and also you know how to do it yourself. And if if it's God's will and you pray about it and you are favored, trust me, you be glad that you can get to the US legally with your green card. Okay, so let's get right into it. Now, this is the official site. So any site you see on WhatsApp anywhere, okay, please do not follow that site. you may end up giving your information to some scammers. All right. So it is dvprogram.state.gov. So that is the official site. Let's click on it. Oh, my internet. This should not happen. Let me see. Yeah, I have internet, so I don't know why that happened. All right, good. So this is the site. All right, it's now open, and this is what it said. Our State Department website for 2025 Diversity Visa Program is now open. The entry submission period is 12 p.m. EDT. That's 4 p.m. GMT on October 4th, and it ends at 12 p.m. GMT. That's 12 p.m. EST. That is 5 p.m. GMT, November 7th. All right. The entry form will be available for submission during this period only. Entries will not be accepted through the US Postal Service. All right. So I've already taken you through the instructions, which is here. Okay, in my previous video. So if you want to know the instructions, kindly go through it. Okay. You can click on this anyways and read it yourself. It's a good thing. And then I spoke about the photo, the passport photos. Trust me, if you don't have the proper passport photo, you can be disqualified. All right. So if you click on this, it will show you. Let me see. Let's open in a new tab. It will show you the examples, what to do, what not to do. I also mentioned that if you wear glasses, hijab, or anything, and you are concerned, you can come here and read all this stuff to be sure that you are doing the right thing. Okay. In fact, when it comes to matters of immigration, it's mainly about providing the right information with proof. That's all. The right information with proof, complying with the instructions, and trust me, you are good to go. Why is this thing taking so long? Okay, whilst it's loading, um, yes. So those who also applied last year and the rest, you can come down here and check your status. Okay. So when you click on check your status, they'll ask for your code and stuff. Once you put in your code, it can show that you have won it. All right. Good. So, um, why is this thing still loading? All right. We'll get back to it. Okay. So let's move on to the entry form, which is here. It says begin entry. So I'm going to do a dummy entry, then I'll do an official one, then I'll come back. All right. So the dummy one is for demonstration. Then I'll pause the video, do an official one, and come back. All right. So let's do the dummy entry. So begin entry. All right. I just hope that it doesn't take so long. I don't know what's happening to my network. Good. So once you click on begin entry, they want you to authenticate to be sure that you are not a robot. So I know it's some way that a machine is asking you, a human being, if you're a robot, but you have to do it. Okay. So you put in the information. Now, if let's say the information you are seeing here, that's the digits you are seeing here, or the characters you are seeing here, you cannot see it well, or you're not sure of certain things, there's a sound icon here. So click on the sound icon, and then they're going to tell you what letters or characters are here. Is my sound okay? So I think because of the recording I'm doing, I may not hear the sound, but
P.
Okay, so
C.
Yeah.
T. 6. 4. 8. V.
Awesome. So they've told us what it is. Okay, so let's submit. So we click on submit. I wish this network would be faster. All right. So just put in the digits. That part does not affect anything. Now I think the photo examples part is ready. So they are saying these are the acceptable visa photos. All right. So you can look at it. So as you can see, those who have glasses, um, attire, hat, hair, you can read all these things. You can just to be sure that you're on the right path. Okay. And these are the unacceptable ones versus the acceptable ones. So ensure that the background is clear, your face, your ears, and everything come out. Oh, I see a lady in hijab here, so I think it's not a problem. Okay. Yeah. So I think it's fine. All right. Good. So back to the entry form. So when you put in the characters that I just showed you, it brings you to this page, right? Now they say put in your name. So again, be very careful not to mix up first name with last name, right? So as you can see, the last name is the first entry. So let's put in our last name. I'm just going to put in a random one. So Mensa is the last name. Then the next one is what? First name. Okay. So if you have a first name, so let's say Ifwa, who I've been using for example, you put Ifwa there. And now if you have a middle name, you can just put it there. So Osei. If you don't have a middle name, you see the box here, the box I'm circulating around. Just click on it, then it goes off. All right. So let's just put our Osei here, since Ifwa Osei Mensa has what? A middle name. Okay, so if you don't have it, you just click on the box and that's all. Now, the gender is what? Male or female. If you are part of the alphabet community, please just choose your biological, what's the name, gender as at the time of birth. Okay, there's no need for debate or anything. Just choose it. You just want to get your visa first. Later, you can go and do your gender change or whatever. Okay, so she's a female. All right, good. The next thing is birth date. So you see, birth date is here. It starts with the month first. Okay, so the month first, then the date or the day itself, and then what the year. So let's say she was born um so oh 09, let's say September, okay, 21st, okay, 1996. Okay, so be sure that you put in this right information, because if let's say you put in the wrong year and the year is less than 18, know that people 18 and people below 18 cannot apply for this. All right, you have to apply for them and make them your dependents. Next one is the city where you were born. Please ensure that you enter it as it appears on your birth certificate. Okay, so if let's say she was born in Kumasi, let's put it Kumasi. By the way, for foreigners who may come across this video, Kumasi is a city in Ghana. All right, if you don't know it, you can just say birth city unknown. But please, if you know it is on your birth certificate, please put it there. Do you understand? Good. Then the next one is the country where you are born. Okay, so if you want to find this country, you click on the drop down and then look for the first letter of the country, okay, on your keyboard and tap on it. So I want Ghana, so I type J and it brings me straight to Gabon down here. I just scroll down a bit and I can see Ghana here, so I select Ghana. All right, good. So after selecting it, the next one is you're saying that the country or of eligibility for the DV program. So your country of what? Eligibility for the DV program. Now, as I explained earlier, not all countries are what? Eligible. Okay? So is your country eligible, or you have another country based on dual citizenship or another status like a relationship? So if let's say your country is eligible, okay, you say yes. So for example, they said, are you claiming eligibility based on the country where you're born? So Ifwa Mensa is born in Ghana, so I say yes. Do you understand? If no, so maybe you are married to somebody who has, let's say, an American passport, okay, or a UK passport. You can say no. Okay, then you can select the country. So let's say US. So okay, so let's say UK. I'm seeing UK here. Good. So if not, you must enter the country from which you are claiming eligibility. So again, the country of eligibility is that if me, I'm a Ghanaian, and Ghana is allowed to apply, Ghana is allowed to apply for the US lottery, I can just say yes. But if no, but based on maybe the father, I have a father who is, let's say, British, okay, and because of that, I believe I'll get my British passport soon or something. I can what? Choose this. Do you understand? So this is for those who have countries where they cannot apply, or countries or nationalities that they cannot apply. You can claim eligibility based on, as I said, relation or something. All right, good. But I just hope that for all those who are watching this video, your countries are eligible so that you don't have this problem. The next one is that you must enter what? Your photograph. That's your passport photo. Please, they said it clearly here that photographs must be submitted at the time of EDV entry. Okay, photos that do not comply with specifications, including but not limited to recency of photos, must be taken in the last 6 months. Okay, so I told you this, that please ensure that the photos must not be more than 6 months. If I was giving you class, some 3 months will be fine. All right, so that's it. I've explained all these instructions in the previous video. And as I said, get the soft copy. So let's click on choose new video. Now this is my image here. So I select this and I just upload it. Okay. As if I'm the one. All right. So now I've uploaded it. Good. Now let's say you upload it and you realize that they are saying that the size of your passport photo is too big. Okay. You can just go on your browser and search tiny PNG. Just search tiny PNG. Come here. Okay. Click on this. So you go to the tinypng.com and then you say what? Drop your distance. So you click on it and then it opens up your machine. You upload your picture and then you download. Okay. So these are for those who you went to take your picture and the photographer felt that, oh, let me give you a high quality. So it gives you a high quality, but it's too big for the website. What happens is that you have to downsize it but not reduce the quality. And I believe Tiny PNG is the best I've seen that does not reduce the quality. Okay. Okay. So let's move on. Now, mailing address. So for mailing address, you either use where you stay, okay, that's your mailing address, or if you are staying with somebody or at a place, you can use the person's naming address. Do you understand? Sorry, mailing address. So, for example, you see the in care of. In care of is, let's say you are currently in America as a Ghanaian and you're applying for this, and from the look of things, you'll be there for a long time. Okay, let's say for 6 months. So 6 months, let's say if you apply in November, 6 months would end in somewhere like March, all right? And you feel like at this point in time, this is my mailing address, you can use it and say it in care of so and so. If let's say you're in Ghana, but maybe you are somebody that travels between cities and you want to use somebody's address for your mailing address, then again, the in care of can be what? In care of Kweku Boatin, all right? Good, but it's optional, so let's forget it. So the address line, so address line one, okay, you can put in your address, all right? So so let's say address line, so let's say BD732. Okay, you can also use the GPS address, digital address. You can use the first digits, like, so it will be like, say, like they give this one before the street name and all those stuff. Yes, you can use it. All right. Then address line two is optional. You can leave it out. Then it says city or town. So let's say Mayehot. Okay, Mayehot is the name of your city or town. Okay, now they say what? Um, district, county, province, whatever. All right. So this one, the district, the county, province, or state. If you know your district, you can put it there. But what I recommend often is that you put in your region. So Greater Accra. Okay, Greater Accra. Just put in your region. Okay, you can even add region to it. That's fine. Now, for postal code or zip code, it's not something we are used to in Ghana. Okay, I think Ghana doesn't use the zip code system, and I also heard that the postal code is the digital address that we have on our houses. Okay, in front of our houses. But for us not to make a mistake and not to put ourselves in trouble, we can just click on this and we are good to go. You understand? And then select your country again. You click on the drop down and then you type the G. If you're in Ghana, it takes you straight to Gabon and select your G. So again, depending on where you are, you just put in your address. All right. So I'm a Ghanaian, so I'm doing this mainly for the Ghanaian people watching me. If you're in your country and you find anything relatable that you can translate to your country, please do same. Good. Let's move on. So, country where you live today. Now, mind you, it doesn't matter whether you're in the US already or you're in Ghana or anywhere. As I said, BBC did a whole documentary to show that people don't easily get the US visa lottery. So, no matter where you are, it doesn't matter. As I said, the lottery does not discriminate. That's what I like about it. That's how come, if you have to be honest, when we're younger and stuff, you see that a certain man in the village, he was, let's say, a drunkard or something, all of a sudden, he has gotten chance to go abroad. Okay, the lottery does not discriminate whether you are well to do, not well to do. So it doesn't mind the country you are in or not. So you're in the UK, you can still apply. You're in Ghana, you can still apply. I'm in Ghana. So let's say, again, my G, and I go to what? Ghana. I've selected it. Now, the phone number, as you can see, is optional. But if you're going to put in your phone number, you can do what? You start with the short code. Or is it short code? The 233, right? That's for Ghana. If you're in Nigeria, it's 234. So 233, you don't have to put 0 there. You don't have to put a plus, but this 233, 2419 All right. So that's it. You put in your phone number. Good. Next one is you must put in your email. And this is what I was talking about in the previous video, that make sure you have an email you can access. Make sure that you have an email that you can use. Do you understand? Okay. Make sure what you have an email that you can access and an email that what you can use. So please, you're going to put in your email and you have to confirm it so that you don't make a mistake. So let's say ifwa or say mensa at gmail.com. Ifwa or say mensa at gmail.com. Good. So now that we are done with this, the next one is, so let's say if you're done with this and you see that there's a red somewhere, it means that you've left out something. Okay, so let me just make an intentional mistake here. So usually when you're done, you see that there's a mistake somewhere. So you just have to ensure that the details are what's correct. Now the next one is, what is your highest level of education you have achieved as of today? This is the most tricky part, and I'll explain why. Good. The highest level of education is in your entire school life. What degree do you have finally? Do you understand? In other words, you must have completed that, let me say, level of education. So if it's high school, you should have completed it. Do you understand? Good. So don't select a certificate or a level you have not yet finished. So let me explain. Primary school only. I mentioned in my previous video that if, let's say, you finish just primary school but you have years of working experience, you can what select this. Okay. Now, high school, you didn't finish secondary school, you can select high school with no degree. High school degree, you finish secondary school. Vocational school, those of you who did I'm not so sure, but like those home econs and the rest, like as I said, I'm not sure, like maybe um sewing and all those stuff. Okay, vocational school, and this could also apply to those who did carpentry and all those stuff. You can select it. Some university courses, you're not done with university or you have to drop out, you can select this. And then university degree, you can select this. Okay, if you have a university degree, if you have an HND, you can select this. If you also have, let's say, yeah, HND and university, you can select this. All right, good. Then some graduate level courses, you can select this. Master's degree, you can. Some doctorate level courses again, and doctorate. Now let me add something. Even though I'm saying that select what you are, let me say, you have as of today, just in case you are going to, let's say, finish school before the day of, for example, let's say, the day of the status or the winners being announced is May 4th, and you're going to finish school, let's say, in January. Okay, you're going to finish university in January. You can still select university degree. You understand? But my point is that, you see, it's not about selecting it per se, but would you have the certificate by the interview date? If you don't have the certificate by the interview date, that's where the wahala starts and they can just cancel your visa. Do you understand? That's why they say as of today, so that you prevent any wahala. But if you get to the interview and they ask you that, do you have a university degree? You can say, yes, I got it, but it was after the date. Okay, I applied for this. It's fine. Do you understand? But let's say you have selected university degree in the hope that by January you will get your degree. You finish school, and now your school is saying that your certificates will be ready after the date of the interview. Mind you, May 4th is not the date of the interview, it's just the date of announcement. The interview can be later, it can even be a year later. Yes, okay. But again, we never know. Maybe they can say they are going to speed up applications, so they can even make the interview date the same May period. Okay, so again, don't take a gamble. So let's say if one Mensa has what? The degree, good. Now, the next one, which is also very important, is what your current marital status. Are you unmarried? That's you are single. Please select it. So Ifwa is single. Do you understand? Good. Are you married and your spouse is not a US citizen or a lawful permanent resident? You can select this. Do you understand? So this is for people that you are married to a non-US citizen or somebody who doesn't have any papers to stay in the US, like any kind of work permit or temporary work permit or something, or like nothing. You can what select them. Then, are you married with a spouse who is a US citizen or let's say a green card holder or a permanent resident? You can select that. Are you divorced? Please, it must be legal divorce, not because you and your wife are arguing and you have left the house or you have told her that it's over. Please don't select divorce if you don't have any legal backing. As I said, everything is proof. You must show that indeed you have gone through the process legally. Are you widowed? Yes, you have maybe your husband's death certificate or whatever to show. Are you legally separated? The word is what? Legally separated. Do you understand? The word is what? Legally what? Separated. So please, if you don't have any legal backing to show that you went to court to go and get any restraint form or something like that, that shows that you and your spouse have been legally separated. Please don't select this one. So let's go straight for married and my spouse is not a US citizen. Okay, this is for those who are couples. Now, do you have children? Okay, so let's say, as I said, I'm trying to ensure that I'm doing it for everybody. If you don't have children, just say zero. If you do, you can say two or how many children you have. Now, this also includes legally adopted children, stepchildren, and the rest. Okay, so please, for the children, ensure that whether they are biological, adopted, or step, there must be proof after the time of the what's the name interview that they are yours. Do you understand? So also note that in Ghana, if the child is above 18 or 18 and above, you cannot adopt them. So please ensure that the children they are either legally adopted biological children or stepchildren, and there's proof to show that they are your children. Okay. And sometimes this is what causes all these DNA problems and stuff. Okay, let's not get into that. Good. So let's what? Continue. Let's continue. Good. Now they are saying what? Your spouse's name. Because I chose that I have a spouse. Do you understand? But let's say you don't have a spouse, I'm sure do not bring you here. Okay? Do not bring you to this side. So you see, the American lottery application is actually easy. Just follow the guidelines and the rules and you'll be fine. So let's say the last name is Mensa. Okay. Mensa Philip. Philip Showdown. So Showdown is his middle name. Okay, if he doesn't have a middle name, you can just say click on that. Now his birth, his what date of birth. Let's see. So again, it's month first, day second, and year third. I think that's the US system. The US system is month first, day second, and what year third. So the month. Let's see. He was born in April. Let's give the dates 21st. Oh no, let's make it 25th. All right, and then the month should be basically 1994. All right, good. So that's if West husband. Now, is he male? Obviously, he's male. Hmm? But if you are, let's say, married to the same sex, because maybe you are in alphabet community, please, if the person is of that sex, choose it. But again, if they are other genders, which we don't find here, please, I beg you, don't choose it. All right. Now, this one is enter the birth city only. So again, you say, well, do not enter district, county, whatever. So birth city. So let's say he was born in Tamale. That's all. If it's unknown, again, you select what? Birth city unknown. All right. That option down here, you select it. Next one is which country was he born in? Oh, let's say he was born in Ghana. So G again. Then we go to the drop down and we go to what? Ghana. As simple as that. They are saying what? Now it's your spouse photograph you must enter. So again, let's click on this. And then let me select this again. Again, it's just for demonstration. Why? I will not submit it. So I've uploaded my photo for the demonstration. If your spouse has a photo, put it there. Okay. Now your children, and I said that we have two children, right? So the first one is what? Mensa Jibodi. Jibodi. Show up. Okay. That is the child's name. We put it there. If there's no middle name, again you can select no middle name. Date of birth. The child was born. Let's give the child June. June 6th. June 6th, 2018. Let's just assume that's when the child was born. All right. Is the child a male or female? It's a female. Good. They say which city was the child born? Let's give it. Let's give the child vote. Who is in the voter region? Yeah. Again, the country is Ghana. So if your child was born abroad, so please you can mention it. Okay, you can mention it that the child was born in New York. Right. Again, add a photo. Let me add my photo again. It's all demonstration. Why? As I said, it's a dummy demonstration. So please don't follow the photo, if you have the child's photo, please add it there. So the second child is Mensa. Which name should I give there? Mensa Patapa. Mensa Patapa Diamond. Let's give him nice, no, Diamond. Okay, good. If he doesn't have a middle name, you know what to do, right? The date of birth, let's give him July 18th. Let's give him 19. Yes, 19. 2019. Yes, let's put it that way. He's a male. All right. Then again, the city he was born. Let's do it again. So let's give this child Takrade. I'm using Ghanaian examples because that's my country. So if you're in another country, you know what to do, right? Then the child's photograph. Okay, good. The next one is what? That we what? Continue. And if at any point you feel I entered the wrong information, like let's say you entered the wrong information, you can click on go back to part one or something. All right. You can also cancel the entry, which I'll do at the end of the video. Good. Then let's continue. So now they are giving me the breakdown of every entry I've made. Okay. So I have to be sure. Is this correct? Is that correct? Have I mixed up first name with last name and stuff? Okay. Have I chosen the wrong gender for myself? Mind you, everything you are choosing here, ensure that it appears on your official documents like your passport or whatever. Okay. Kumasi, blah blah blah, whatever. You see, all my what's the name, addresses and all that. You have to be sure. Same with your what's the name, spouse. Okay. So you can go here. Mm-hmm. 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 Look at it carefully. Is that correct? You click on submit. You understand? If it's not correct and you see that, hey, I made a mistake in one part, you just go back to part two or go back to part one. So that's it. Once I click on submit, that's all. I'm done. So I'm going to do an official application for somebody. When I'm done, I would put it out. Okay, that is what happens after what you submit. All right. So if at this point or anything you have any questions, you can always put them in the comment section. I'll answer them. But as I said, it's not hard to apply for. It's not any difficult thing. Okay, just your name, your addresses, as I mentioned, and your photograph. And I mentioned that ensure that the documents that you are going to use in the interview, are valid. They are not expiring and stuff, and they don't have different information from what you are providing here. That is all. And this is what people are charging people $10,000 and things to. I mean, it's sad. Somebody asked me, why am I doing this video? I said, it's not because I'm applying for it. It's because the day I saw how people apply, I was like, then this is what people are charging people 10,000 CDs and things to apply for. Then that's wickedness. And I was like, look, let me put out this content, okay, so that others who need it will benefit from it. So that's it for this part of the video. I'm going to pause the video here and then I'm going to do an official application and show you what happens at the end. All right. So that's it. Let me cancel entry. So I'm canceling the entry and I'm going to start all over again. All right. So let me just show you what happens when you cancel the entry. Good. Mind you, once you submit, you have submitted. And I warned against multiple applications. Listen, if you apply multiple times, you can even get banned. When it comes to immigration, they don't like fraudulent or shady stuff. That's how immigration laws work. Okay, so that's it. So again, I'm confirming my cancellation. That's all. I'll start again. You see, so it has brought me back to this initial page and I can start. All right. Now let's say as you were applying, it went off. Okay, the screen went off or something. When you come back, you see that you've been logged out. Okay. But once you come back in, it will bring you back to the official information that you are putting in. All right. To bring you back to the same information that you're putting in. If it's even totally gone, don't worry. So far as you did not submit, you can start all over again. All right. So let me end the video here and then I'm going to do the official application and show you what comes at the end. Okay, guys. So as you can see, I've successfully submitted an entry, a formal application. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. You're going to see this. And once you see this, please, you can take a picture of it. You can copy the details you are seeing here and put it somewhere like your email drafts or which is the best actually. Have you seen the print at the top right corner here? Okay, click on print, and then you may see something like this initially. Okay, like this, but click on this drop down, the first one where they say destination. Click on it, and you see save as PDF. Okay, then you click on save. Then you save it somewhere. Okay, save it somewhere. All right. So save it somewhere on your laptop or your phone or something where you can always remember. As simple as that. So that's it. Very simple to do. You can do it on your own. And I said that there's no, let me say, special magic to winning. But the best way to increase your chances is what? To do it if you are, let's say, married with your spouse. So you do it on your own. Let your spouse also do it. You understand? So the first one, you do it as the one applying. Then you include your spouse. Then your spouse also do his or her own as what? The one applying and include you as a dependent. And I said that if you have cousins and the rest, if you have any dependents and the rest, if you know anybody who is 18, okay, that you are related to, allow them to apply. So it can even be a stepping stone where, fine, they may not be able to include you in the initial data, but when they get there, they can file for you as a dependent. Okay, that's when they finally travel. Now, because I have never done this or I've never won a lottery, I don't have enough information on what to do after you win. Okay, but for now, after this, on May 4th, they are going to open up the portal to show us those who have won and those who have not won. Your confirmation code is what to be needed. Okay, your confirmation code is what to be needed. Now, just in case, let's say you can't find your confirmation code, there's another site I found. Let me see if it's the same here. Um, I think it's this. Yes, you click on this. You put in this information: dvprogram.state.gov, whatever. All right. So just in case you lose that information, let's say you've lost your laptop after saving the PDF or you can't access the email, you can come here, dvprogram.state.gov slash esc slash check confirmation dot aspx. Select the year, okay? That'll be 2025 when it's ready. And then they'll ask for these details like your last name and the rest, okay? Your date of birth, and then your email. You put in this authentication. You click on submit. The next page will say enter confirmation number. You just have to select forgot confirmation number, right? And when you do that, what's the name? They'll give you the confirmation number. All right. So this is for those who may have lost it or may have forgotten or give it. Means somebody applied for them and the person is doing long. You can use this approach to find your confirmation number. All right. So that's it. I don't know if there are any other questions, but you can leave them in the comments. And yes, also there are some pages on Facebook I saw people type what to do after you win. Okay, so maybe I may do a video on what they suggest, and I'll ask you to go and look for those posts and read the comments to see if other people have similar suggestions. Let me reiterate again that the chances of you winning is not that much. Okay, in fact, as I said, sometimes thousands of people can apply, then just one person gets. Okay, but as I said, the only way you can possibly increase your chances is what? When you are married and the rest, or you have a family, you guys can all apply. Some of you can choose each other as dependents. So far as you have proof. Okay, so far as you have proof that indeed the person is a dependent, that's fine. Also, even if you don't have proof for now and the person wins and the person goes abroad, he can later file to bring you abroad. I have a friend like that whose auntie got the lottery and later filed for the entire family. So literally almost all the cousins and their parents went abroad after about 10 years. Okay, so it's possible. Now, life abroad, as I mentioned earlier, is not a guarantee to success. So you can go there if you make some money, you want to come back to your country, that's fine, okay. But I believe in the word opportunity. That's what I'm suggesting. That if you can apply for this, please do. All right, so that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, please like, please subscribe, and share. Right? Thank you.